At the top end of the horse transport market are fully appointed trucks with a tailor-made body and the client's choice of cab and chassis. The Causa family live in Christchurch and are regulars on the rodeo circuit in both the North and South Islands. Recently they took delivery of a brand new, fully optioned 410 horsepower Mercedes truck from Hamilton-based company Wade Equine Coaches. I asked Leah Causa what prompted their purchase decision.
We started with 2 horses and a horse float in a car, but we have 3 young girls and our family grew, so we imported a gooseneck, and that worked really well for a while because we'd leave children with grandparents. But we wanted a big living space for the 5 of us, and we wanted to be able to haul more horses, and this takes 5.
And being in rodeo, and you mentioned the gooseneck, I guess most people are in goosenecks. What do they think when you pull up in this?
I think they think it's great when there's a rugby game to watch because we've got a satellite dish. Most people think it's pretty cool. It's like an apartment on wheels. We do a lot of hours on the road. We do a lot of travelling, moving around day to day, so it's really nice to be super comfortable.
And how long's the season in rodeo, and how many weekends would you be away?
The season starts at Labour weekend, but then there's a gap. From there, there's nothing until Boxing Day, and then it's crazy until kind of the end of April, every weekend.
So you might go away for a couple of weeks at a time?
Absolutely. The longest stint away is that Christmas run, when we do, I think, 6 or 7 rodeos in 10 days. And so that's the longest we're away. Then we're back during the week and away. Often on a Friday we might have to travel to Invercargill, for instance, which is about 9 hours.
With a busy calendar, there's no doubt the family get good use out of their truck. But the investment in a vehicle is substantial, and the decisions around purchase need to be carefully considered. I asked Leah what led them to this particular company.
Well, my husband did the research, and he went and looked at every company that kind of made high-end coaches, and Wade certainly wasn't. They weren't the most expensive and they weren't the cheapest, but they were definitely the best made. And anybody who knows my husband knows he likes the best he can get. He likes good quality. And you'd have to agree the finish in here is amazing.
And while husband Graham made the initial choice of manufacturer, it was Leah who then spent time with the Wade team to select what for her is the perfect interior.
Well, the horse trucks that I'd been in, a lot of them tended to be quite dark colours, you know, navy blue couches and dark red. And I wanted something that was going to be light and feel nice and big and kind of timeless, and practical colours. So yeah, we just wanted to keep it a really neutral palette so it would be timeless.
And given that the decision to purchase the truck was spurred on by their growing family, I was curious to know how the kids handle long trips on the road.
What they tend to do is one might go up into our bed and watch a movie or play. They've all got iPods, which are marvellous when you're on the road as much as us, and one will go to sleep in the sleeper and one will come and lie on the couch here, so they can be a long way away from each other. There's no fighting, there's no noise.
Bliss.
And I can make a cup of tea while we're on the road. You can go to the loo, because although this compresses, the back end obviously is the same size. You can make lunch on the go.
Do the kids love it?
Love it. And the bedrooms upstairs are brilliant.
What difference does that make?
Well, it's excellent. What you would have done if we didn't put those up there is you would have had a curtain across the master part, which I didn't want. I don't love those. And if we had friends here drinking after dinner, which we occasionally do, we would have had to have been quiet and put the kids to bed up there, which would then mean moving them, making beds for them, which is nuts. I'm not going to do that. It's just a pain. So we can send them out the back, the 2 queen-size beds up top. It's air-conditioned, it's warm as toast. They've got their own ladders, and they've got chargers up there for all their toys. So it's brilliant. We can make as much noise down here and not have to remake any beds. And we never have to make a bed on the couch.
And although the initial decision to invest so much in a vehicle can't have been an easy one, looking back now, it's not something that Leah has any reservations about.
There's nothing I would change. I don't have a single criticism. There's been nothing that we've thought we would have done differently. It's amazing.
High-end horse floats, luxury trucks.